Abba Film Trove. Micro DARAMS. What is microdramas? A microdrama is a very short, serialized story made for mobile viewing, usually in vertical video format with episodes that last about 1 to 5 minutes and end on cliffhangers. It's basically a fast, bingeable TV-style story designed for phones. What it looks like: short episodes, vertical, phone-friendly video, fast pacing and lots of plot twists. Often released as a long series of many episodes. Why it's popular? Microdramas are built to hook viewer quickly and keep them watching the next episode, which makes them well suited to social apps and dedicated streaming platforms. They're especially common in romance, suspense, and melodrama. Simple example: a microdrama might show a character discovering a betrayal in episode 1, then each 60-second episode adds one new twist until the story resolves much later. If you meant microdramas in a specific app or country, I can explain that version too. I meant microdramas popular in China and their rise in popularity. In China, microdramas are ultra-short serialized shows, usually 1 to 10 minutes per episode, made for mobile viewing and packed with cliffhangers. Their popularity has exploded because they are cheap to produce, easy to watch in spare moments, and tailored to China's short video platforms and mobile-first habits. Why they took off. The format fits how many people already consume content in China: quickly, on phones, and in short bursts. Episodes are so brief that viewer can watch them while commuting, waiting, or taking a break, and the constant twists make them hard to stop watching. How fast they grew. The market grew extremely quickly in 2023, with one report cited by China Daily putting it at 37.39 billion yuan, up 267.65% year-on-year, and projecting it to pass 100 billion yuan by 2027. Another report said the sector exceeded 50 billion yuan in 2024 and even surpassed China's box office for the first time. What changed the industry? Microdramas became a major business because platforms and production companies saw that the format could generate large audiences at relatively low cost. That led to heavy investment from big Chinese platforms like Douyin, Tencent Video, iQIYI, and Mango TV. In plain terms, think of them as the Chinese version of bingeable mini soap operas, fast, emotional, and optimized for your phone. Their rise reflects both a storytelling shift and a business shift towards snack-sized entertainment. Would you like a quick timeline of how the microdrama boom developed in China? Here's a simple timeline of the microdrama boom in China. Timeline. Early origins, before the boom. Short-form video and mobile-first viewing habits created the conditions for microdramas to grow, especially on platforms built for fast, phone-based consumption. 2023, breakout growth. China Daily reported that the market reached 37.39 billion yuan in 2023, up 267.65% year-on-year, marking the format's jump from niche to major industry. 2024, mainstream scale. The sector kept expanding rapidly, with coverage in 2024 describing microdramas as a fast-growing part of China's online entertainment market and noting continued popularity across platforms. 2024, box office milestone. CNBC reported that China's microdrama market surpassed the country's box office revenue for the first time in 2024. 2025, national and global attention. Media coverage in 2025 described the industry as a major cultural and commercial force, with continued investment, higher production values, and growing interest outside China. 2025, Market size keeps rising. One report said the sector exceeded 50 billion yuan in 2024 and was expected to keep expanding, reflecting how quickly the format had matured into a large entertainment category. What drove the boom? The rise happened because the format matches mobile habits. Short episodes, vertical video, and cliffhangers make it easy to watch and easy to binge. Low production costs and strong monetization also helped platforms and studios scale quickly. Why it matters? Microdramas show how entertainment can grow when it is designed around attention, phones, and paid microtransactions rather than traditional TV schedules. In China, that turned a simple short-form format into a multi-billion yuan industry in just a few years. Premium microdrama bases can improve production quality by giving creators better sets, equipment, post-production support, and more professional workflows. In China, these bases are also being used to push the industry away from low-budget, mass-produced content and toward more polished storytelling. How quality changes. A premium base raises the visual standard. Better lighting, costumes, locations, and camera work make short dramas look less rough and more cinematic. It can also shorten production time while still improving consistency, especially when AI and centralized facilities are used together. Why that matters? Microdramas are often criticized for being flashy but low quality, so premium production centers are meant to change that perception. They also help studios scale up without losing control over style, pacing, and technical quality. Limits. Higher production quality does not automatically guarantee higher views or profits. One academic study found that before new regulation, content quality could be rewarded, but expression quality alone often was not, which suggests the market may still favor speed and emotion over refinement. That means premium bases help, but audience demand still shapes what actually succeeds. In short, premium microdrama bases are raising the floor for production quality, but the industry is still balancing polish against the fast, low-cost model that made microdramas popular in the first place. Generally, yes, but only up to a point. Higher quality production can improve audience retention because clearer visuals, better audio, and more polished editing make videos easier to follow and more pleasant to watch. What the evidence suggests. High-quality short-form content is often associated with better retention and engagement, and one source notes viewers are more likely to finish high-quality videos than low-quality ones. Another source emphasizes that strong production values can help keep viewer watching by reducing distractions and signaling professionalism. The important caveat: production quality alone does not guarantee retention. A weak story, slow pacing, or content that misses audience expectations can still lose viewer even if the video looks expensive. In other words, quality helps most when it supports the content rather than replacing it. For microdramas, better production quality can improve early retention by making the opening moments more compelling and trustworthy. But the biggest retention drivers are still likely to be cliffhangers, pacing, and emotional payoff, since that format depends heavily on rapid engagement. So the short answer is, higher quality usually helps retention, but story structure and pacing matter just as much, and sometimes more. India is growing rapidly in microdramas, short, vertical, mobile-first scripted episodes, because audiences are spending more time on smartphones and platforms are making production cheaper and faster. Recent reporting says the category is scaling through AI-assisted production, Tier 2 and Tier 3 city adaptation, and UPI-based micropayments, with market estimates ranging from a few $100 million today to several $1 billion by 2030. Why it is growing? Mobile viewing habits favor short, cliffhanger-driven stories that fit, fallow time, on phones. Discovery is being driven by social feeds and recommendations rather than traditional odd browsing. Production costs are low compared with long-form content, which lets creators and studios release more episodes quickly. Local language storytelling is important, especially outside major metros. Market signals. One report says India's microdrama market crossed $300 million in 2025 and could reach $4.5 billion by 2030. Another report valued the market at 6.5 billion Indian rupees in 2025 and projected over 50% annual growth through 2028. India also had strong app download growth and large monthly active usage, showing real audience traction rather than just hype. What is driving demand? The format works because it is fast, emotional, and easy to consume in one sitting. Popular genres include romance, family drama, comedy, fantasy, crime, and mythology, with viewers often watching alone on their phones. For producers, this is attractive because the turnaround is short and monetization can come from subscriptions, sachet pricing, ads, and branded content. What it means for filmmakers. For film and TV professionals, microdramas are becoming a new entry point for storytelling talent, low-cost testing of ideas, and IP creation. The format can be useful for proving concepts before moving into longer series or films, especially if you are targeting mobile-first audiences in India. The main companies and platforms leading microdrama in India are Story TV, Kuku TV, Bullet, Quick TV, Reel Saga, and Flick TV. Larger players are also entering the space, including Amazon MX Player, JioHotstar, JioStar, Balaji Telefilms, Pratilapi, and Zee's vertical video effort Bullet. Leading platforms. Story TV has emerged as one of the biggest dedicated microdrama players, with reports saying it has a large slate of titles and partnerships with major production houses. Kuku TV is part of the broader Kuku ecosystem and is cited among the leading vertical story platforms using data and AI to scale content. Bullet is Zee's vertical video platform and is being positioned as a serious microdrama destination. Quick TV and Reel Saga are also named among the key market players. Bigger media entrants. Amazon MX Player launched Fatafat as a microdrama destination. JioHotstar was reported to be preparing a slate of micro-series. Balaji Telefilms is producing and co-owning microdramas through partnerships, including work with Story TV. Pratilapi is supplying stories and content to multiple platforms and has been investing heavily in the format. Industry pattern. The market is still being shaped, but the pattern is clear. Startups moved first, then large media and entertainment companies followed once audience traction and monetization became visible. Many of these platforms are building around short, vertical, mobile-first episodes designed for quick consumption and repeat viewing.
Thank you for watching ABBA Universal Film Industries.